Good morning. It's Sunday, the 5th of September, 2021. I'm Kemi Olunloyo, Dr. Kemi, and I'm giving you the update on Woodbury. We went to court on August 24th. Now, some of you remember I tried to do this in a video, but I got insults, and I told you guys that I'm not going to tolerate bullshit. If I'm doing a live video or any kind of video on any of my work and people start to insult me for no reason, I'm not going to take that abuse anymore. I just stop the video. It affects everybody. So I'm going to be recording these things and I'm going to be putting out there. I'm very busy. I'm a very busy journalist. I'm doing what a lot of people are not doing. There is no Nigerian media, okay, giving you details like I do. All right. And I can also go on Silverbird, AIT, Arise, and all the others. But this is my platform. And I want you to go to youtube.com/Kemi Olunloyo TV. All right. youtube.com/Kemi Olunloyo TV. Simple. It's a lot of work. Now, let me tell you what happened. On August 24th, we went to court, okay, for Woodbury, Olalekan Ponle. As you know, Lekan and Hushpuppi were affiliates, and they were both taken to America via extraordinary rendition, meaning that they just arrested them in Dubai and just took them, period. They were not extradited and they were not expelled per se, even though the Dubai police used those words. Now, Evan Ratliff, the Bloomberg reporter that did the big story on Hushpuppi that was sold for the rights for the movie, him and I have been working on these cases together since like March when he got in touch with me. So there's a lot of things going on. With no Twitter and no access to Twitter, it's very hard to give you this information in real time. And PACER is the court system that they have journalists and even the public using, PACER. You dial into the system, you hear what's going on in the courtroom, you hear the clerk, the judge, whatever, that's how it's done. And that was done because of COVID. The latest, all right? Now, on August 24th, like I told you, Lekan Ponle has had already 3 hearings this year. And it doesn't look like Woodbury wants to plead guilty. Now, he has like one of the worst cases. But for some reason, this greed factor that's doing him is not letting him think properly. His family has put together some of the best lawyers in America. Okay, I think I have, Thomas Durkin and Michael Nash here. And Durkin was added to the legal team because he's very good with, criminal cases, racketeering, and all that stuff. That's the guy that looks like Einstein. That's Thomas Durkin. He's very, very good. Now, Woodbury's mother lives in Lekki. She's running out of money. These guys don't have any money anymore. Hushpuppi has nothing left. Okay, literally, he's just waiting for sentencing. But what's going on is that all this money they're pushing out is part of the proceeds of their crime. Okay, their alleged crime, I should say. Now, the first thing we want to talk about here is he's in a $15.2 million scam case, where they're saying that a lot of the money was put into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and nobody can get into it. Well, it sounds like some guys in the FBI actually helped him manage that crypto account. So they kind of set him up. This is what we're getting, okay, from sources. Now, like I explained to you last time, my son, Rich KJT, opened a crypto account for me. When crypto was going up, I wanted to get into cryptocurrency. So that Bitcoin account, we put like 100K in there. Today it's like 400K in there. We're just keeping it in there. We're not selling, we're not buying because it went down again. Now, a lot of times I'm not the one logging into that account. It's my son, but I know what's going on in the account. It's the one that manages it for me because I get donations for my work from crypto boys and girls, So I'll tell him, I'm expecting a certain amount. He'll check it for me. So I'm giving you this example because the FBI may well have set Woodbury up for all the proceeds of the BEC scams, because these guys were talking online. I don't particularly think that Hushpuppi met Alomari, Galeb Alomari, the hacker. I think all this stuff was done online, and Galeb was working for the North Korean hackers, and that made Hushpuppi a by proxy, and he did not even know that he was working for the enemies of America. So it might be the same thing that Woodbury was doing, strangers online working out how they're going to hide the money, not knowing the FBI might be the one he was talking to. But they have to prove that in court. Now, the hearing for Ponle on the 24th, okay, there was nothing too significant. They did a set of dates for pre-trial motions. I hope you know what that means. Pre-trial motions before the trial. Okay, a motion on what we're looking for. As I told you earlier, Woodbury has a history of doing Yahoo in South Africa. Alibaba, the big Yahoo that they did in South Africa and that netted a lot of money. They did a BEC scam allegedly that brought out a lot of money, hacking into company computers. I don't know if it was American or South African, but a lot of money came out of it. And names were mentioned. Some of the boys in South Africa are cultists. When the money came out, Woodbury allegedly did not want to share the money. They planned to kill him. The cultist boys got together. They planned to kill him. Now, I heard some names, Opasik, Saramaguchi, all these guys are boys who live in South Africa, and they knew about Woodbury and everything. But anyway, what happened next will be boom. When he heard the plan that they were going to kill him, he fled to Dubai. And when he got to Dubai, he moved straight in with Hush Puppy, and the rest is history. Hush Puppy convinced him to settle the boys, and he did, and that's the end of it. I don't think he even enter South Africa again because they'll kill him, Sha. But I don't know about the immigration part. Now, well, they won't let him in because he's been arrested anyway, and he's in the world news now. So, all the BEC scams, a source in that whole Yahoo told me that he doesn't do Yahoo anymore. He's moved on with his life. But that source told me that a lot of the BECs that netted that Alibaba money, they're still on his phone. They're still on Woodbury's phone. So Woodbury carried a phone with Yahoo inside to Dubai, and that's the phone the FBI seized. Those BEC in South Africa, they're going to use it against him in court. What I said to Evan was the Bloomberg reporter, Evan, this boy should plead guilty and do a plea deal like Hush Puppy and everybody else. But so far, he's not doing that. So now they've set up dates for pretrial motions. Okay, those lawyers are there to lie and fight for him and whatever, which is October 29th. And then another hearing on November 4th. So that's the next time we're going to court. Okay, that's the next time we're going to dial into PACER. That's the next time you're going to hear anything. October 29th first, and then November 4th. And that's like 5 days apart. The only aspect of interest of this August 24th thing was, number one, that even if they go to trial, okay, the trial would not be until next year, next summer or next spring, at the earliest. So Woodbury looks like he's enjoying prison. He wouldn't go to trial until prison in America is great. Good food, watch TV, and you learn things. But no trial till next year. So he doesn't even want to, agree on anything. Okay, so the second thing is one of Conley's lawyers, okay, told the judge that there's a reasonable chance that we can resolve this without a trial. Do you know what that means now? That means that Woodbury may be able to plead guilty. And I think that's what he should do, really, like Hush Puppy. All right, pre-trial motions, 2 dates, and one of the lawyers said they should be able to do it without a trial. But Woodbury is the one that has to let his lawyer know, do I want to go into trial? If he goes into trial, it's going to be in front of a judge or a jury. A jury would be very bad because juries don't like Nigerians. They already had a Nigerian scammer. They're going to find him guilty and give him 30 years max. Judge, same thing. Okay, so once they said that they can resolve it without trial, which could mean that there's a reasonable chance that Conley could plead guilty. But on the other side, it could also mean that the lawyer believes there's some reason the case will be dismissed. You hear me? We don't know. It could mean that he wants to plead guilty, and it could mean that it will be dismissed. Remember, it was dismissed without prejudice, dismissed with prejudice. So a lot of people got that confused in Nigeria, thinking that he's out of prison. Now, I think it's more likely that he meant that first one, that Conley would plead guilty. But there's no way for sure that we'll know until October 29th, the first pretrial motion date. I hope I explained this right to you in layman's term as a journalist, okay? I really think that Woodbury should plead guilty. There's too much evidence against him. He doesn't even have as much stuff to back him up like Hush Puppy. 2 different cases, no relation. The boys have not seen each other for over a year. This is life when you're doing Yahoo. Be very careful. Stay away from internet crime. I'm Dr. Kemi Olunlayo, and this is the latest on Woodbury. There you go. There you have it. Have a nice day. Sunday, the 5th of September, 2023.